The Aaron and Austin Show is brought to you by Barcode. Don't be a chode. Drink at the code.
Wait, do it one more time.
So, hey, can we get... So, can we get...
All right, buddies.
45.
45.
Cheers.
I've been fucking full of anxiety all week.
45 caliber episode.
The Aaron and Austin Show has moved on to a three-piece set. Here we are with me, Jonathan, and Aaron at the helm, running the show, running all of it. We even have our beautiful man over here while he's running interviews.
Switching.
He's running the Ghostbusters Ghost Catcher. Doesn't it look like a fucking you could catch a ghost with that thing?
Yeah. You can. I just haven't found that button yet. I haven't turned that function on either. But basically, all I can do is I can go, Harrison, us. Harrison.
There it is. Look at
Harrison,
it. And maybe and honestly, as squirrely as he's doing that right now, you're really lucky that I did not get that button.
Yeah, he was working that pretty quick.
How many ghosts did you catch just now?
At least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3 in this fucking place. In Monica House, dude, you open that thing up, it's hard to, they like fight each other trying to get in and out. They're not sure what the fuck to do. But for real, shout out to Theron too, our original videographer, and shout out to Owen Mills, right?
Yeah, Owen Mills. Man.
Owen Mills. He was Slim Kid Productions. He's taken on a creative director job with the Sky Kings, and also shout out to Big Will, who is also doing a former guest of ours who is doing color commentary for the Sky Kings' new semi-pro professional basketball team that's coming here. I'm not sure what they label themselves as.
Semi-pro.
But
I thought they were pro.
It's like, I don't know exactly what it's called. It is pro, but it's not like it's not affiliated.
Are they like that draft team, kind of like?
Well, it's not affiliated, so it's not G League, it's not D League, it's not anything that's affiliated with the NBA. So but it's like there's quality players in it, and it's going to be a pretty cool thing. So and he's running all their media for that, and so he's it came a little sooner than we thought, but we like to wish him well in all his endeavors and move on. And we really appreciate you moving our show ahead. Cheers to Owen.
Yep,
cheers to you, brother. We appreciate you.
I know Owen. I had him come out and shoot an event for me one time.
Yeah. So
killer.
Cheers to Owen.
Cheers to Owen. And cheers to the Aaron and Austin Show being a 3-piece. Cheers to John. We want to appreciate you, John, for taking over the full executive producer job.
Just don't fuck up.
Yeah,
basically.
So now it's all on you.
So
the new theme of this show is John, do this and don't fuck this up, John.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. And we're on week 2 of Who the Fuck Sent the Glasses to Us. I don't know.
Did you see those?
We got Aaron and Austin Show glasses.
They
just showed up in the mail at my house again. After extensive legwork this week, actually, I did nothing. I didn't look. There's no reason we got any closer to finding out who it is because I didn't do any research. What am I, fucking Sherlock Holmes? I wasn't looking for it. But whoever sent them, we still appreciate you.
What are you supposed to do though? How do you even research that?
I thought maybe I could call the place that made them and be like, I want more of them who ordered them. You know, maybe I could get some background information there.
Maybe I can get that graphic from them.
Yeah, that's the way I could. I think I could go through it. That's the only avenue I played, but I was like, I was sick all week. I haven't seen anybody since the last time we filmed a podcast, so I'm giddy as fuck to be out today. So
before we get into Harrison, let's run that graphic.
Yeah, let's run a graphic. We'll have all the Monica House stuff again. Again, if you're an artist and you want to buy this spot or a venue and you got some stuff you want to promote, like $5 an episode, or for a whole month, we're doing for $15 so all the time. That's not like some special deal. I mean, we're just trying to help out any artist and get a little bit of cash to pay for chairs and shit now that we got to buy equipment and stuff.
We buy a lot of whiskey
and we
every
need
week.
Someone to give us free cameras. If you got free cameras and they're sitting around collecting dust.
But we need badass free cameras.
Yeah.
So
we moved on. We moved on. The studio actually had, what are these kind of cameras? These PBS cameras or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember really what kind of camera they are.
Yeah, we don't need to know like the technical name of them.
They're Panasonic or whatever. But we got them from KPTS.
Oh, nice.
Little like public access.
They look legit.
Yeah,
Give us a flip. Cool. I mean, they're a little bit like analog, but
give us a flip.
I like
they
it.
work out. Yeah,
I ain't mad at it. So anyway, if you want to get down on this graphic, throw it in right here. And we even if you want to maybe put a song to this graphic too, if you're on it too. We got all kinds of options. So we're doing all kinds of crazy shit. So roll that shit. ever know? You think we'll ever know who made these glasses?
I don't know, dude.
I don't think we'll ever know. It kind of chaps my ass, but also I like it at the same time. That I don't.
The mystery is fun.
Yeah, that I might not never fucking know.
Yeah,
the mystery is fun.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Laser etched.
Yeah, that's cool. I need to get some of those made.
Yeah, man, you can sell those at shows, bro.
Well, it's like, I mean, someone thought well of it because we sit here and drink whiskey every time.
There
So
you go.
I mean, they really gave us like the perfect gift. So.
That's a great idea.
And they want to remain anonymous. So good on them, I guess. Fucker.
They love that you talk about it.
Yeah,
and that you can't figure it out. They're watching the show. They're like,
it's yeah,
just sitting there like, yes.
Yeah. It was you, wasn't it?
No.
Now I'm just
actually,
now I'm just gonna have to start like randomly accusing.
You'll never know.
You never know, and they'll never tell me now. I think that now that I want it so much, I think we'll never know.
No, you would know. No. For me, I have no poker face.
Me either.
It's terrible.
Me either.
I can't lie about shit.
Dude, I have two kids. I have two kids, a daughter, and they both like a daughter and a son, and they both like Jordans and cool swag and stuff like that. So they're getting into that age where you're not buying them fucking toys anymore.
Right.
And like as soon as I like order shit, I'm like, hey, check out what I just ordered. I can't. Dude, I'm the worst, dude. I'm the worst gift giver ever.
You're supposed to hold it for a minute and be like, if you're really good this weekend, like I totally got you this surprise.
And you got leverage.
Yeah, dude, I suck at that. Dude, I'm like so giddy about
I'm not good at that either.
I'm so giddy about seeing the person's face about what you got them something. I'm like so happy about it. I could get that shit in November because I started trying to buy stuff earlier now, but I still
for Christmas.
Yeah, I try. Oh, wow. I try, dude. Because I was like I did like the horror.
Talking about this shit in February.
What the fuck are Christmas regrets.
I'm getting a little bit earlier. I'm getting a little bit earlier.
You have to.
Hey, I'm really bad at that too. I don't blame you. This year I just gave everyone money because I was like, I didn't have time to shop. So
honestly,
I was
why
like,
not?
Fuck it.
I say we normalize that.
But it was like a decent amount of money, so it wasn't like it didn't seem chintzy. It was.
So what do we got to do to get on Harrison's freaking Harrison's Christmas list? We send him a really nice email and a
probably send me
have him on your podcast. Maybe
maybe
send me some fucking glasses or something.
Yeah, but we got to tell him we did it.
Yeah, no shit.
You can't tell me though.
Yeah, no shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we got Harrison Steele
the same,
on here.
We hit it at the same note.
Oh.
So,
God damn it.
Fuck you. Fuck off.
Now we've done this too much.
Yeah, I know, right? Because we hit it at the exact same note.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go with Harrison Steele. Now we'll dive into after all our bullshit. And can I get you to wear the fucking Aaron and Austin Show t-shirt for once in your life? I know it's not a black t-shirt,
Dude,
but fuck. I keep trying to wear it, hoping that I'll catch you in it.
It is literally right inside my van, like right here. And it has been since we got it.
I like your shirt though. That's
that Ghost Town Strays.
Ghost Town Strays.
Johnny always does.
I love Johnny.
Johnny always does. Shout out to Johnny as always. He gives us. We've always got cool Ghost Town Strays and Black Cat Jays.
And he's one of the only guests to be on the show twice.
Oh really? That's cool, man. I love Johnny.
We caught up with him at the ICT Fest.
Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna get to do that again this year. That was fun.
Did we do him again at Winterfest? That means he'd been on 3 times.
No, he wasn't at Winterfest. No,
and that means he can't be on for another year.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're on 3 times in a calendar year, you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephanie's dangerously close.
Rules are.
Oh yeah, Stephanie's dangerously close too, and Sir Charles.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He was like twice, like kind of back to back.
Within a month. Yeah, within a month.
Thin ice.
Yeah,
thin ice, buddy.
You better wait a little bit on that record release. Is all we're saying, because if you want us to promote it, it's gonna take a minute.
It's informative.
Next year sometime.
But shout out to Sir Charles and Lucid and all them. So
we'll inform the fish.
Yeah,
the ice is thin.
Yeah, for sure.
So what have you been up to, man?
Oh man.
Besides getting drunk with us on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this started quick. Like, whew.
It ends quick too, buddy. Yeah, like you'll be in
take
bed
me
by
to
like
dinner
9.
first. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's a podcast.
You just throw me right into it. I like it.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Man, I've been taking it this year. I've been taking it slow. Just it's been kind of I don't know. I've spent the last 5 years kind of building my solo music set.
The brand, yeah.
Building my brand kind of.
And for everybody who doesn't know, he's a solo acoustic artist here in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of what you mean by solo is you were in the Plains for quite a while.
Yep. I was with I started out solo and then joined a band for a while, or started / joined. We made a new band kind of once I got in there.
Were you the singer of that band as well?
Yeah, the Plans, yeah. And I just realized after like about a year, like how much it was a lot of fun, but I just realized that's not the route I wanted to go, I guess.
It might not be your music.
Yeah.
Your vibe.
Was it not your original like concept? Like sometimes when you're not the spearhead of it.
Right. It wasn't.
Yeah. Well, you were like someone else was the maestro of it, kind of.
Well, I brought all my original music to it though, so I kind of fueled that side of the band. Like,
did that create some tension with
a little bit? Because I mean, after a while, I'm like, I want to. The songs go in a direction that you don't want them to go sometimes, and you're like,
you got to acquiesce.
I was thinking a different way of that song being, and so eventually I just decided that's it'd just be easier just to be solo again, and so that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. But being solo has led me down this path of I've gotten really comfortable in Wichita just playing private parties. And
got you
and making that money.
I've been
private party sounds like give me that money.
Yeah, it is, man.
Sure.
Yeah, and because I think I reached a point. Well, I've always had a goal for myself to be a self-sustained, independent musician.
Easier to do solo.
Yes, totally easier to do solo.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay the fucking keyboardist.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't got to pay the drummer. Yeah,
and once so I bought a loop pedal and some other pedals that give me the ability to still have that full sound.
Loop pedals are fucking tight.
And you can accompany yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You still get that full
sound. You hit them with the egg shaker.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I haven't. I need to bring out the egg shaker.
That shit is mean, dude. When you put that on a pedal, dude, that shit
is cool, man. Actually, I've never really messed around with looping vocals. I only loop guitar really, but I should bring the second mic and start looping vocals.
Yeah, for sure.
Do some more.
I mean, I don't. The guy gets his fair shit, but I think he's an excellent musician. Ed Sheeran, or
that's what I was about to say. Ed Sheeran.
He is a master at looping.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking like he'll loop a beat off of the guitar case and then hit it with a shaker part of it, and then loop his vocals into it.
My guy's that guy Kiffness. You know how I mean Kiffness? So he takes like his cat meowing real weird, and he'll like auto tune that shit, and then he'll like start a shaker, and then like just layer on.
Can we all just sit back and agree that when that computers making like being able to turn like all that shit into like music is fucking amazing.
It is incredible.
It's so like even the crazy lady that was talking about when her house is catching on fire, they turned that into a song. I mean, you got all that shit is that shit.
It's crazy. You can sample anything, one shot.
Yeah, and add it to a beat, draw it out, put it on auto tune. This shit sounds
amazing.
Sounds tight as a motherfucker. I mean, they make whole tunes, especially on that greens, beans, potatoes. You never heard that shit? You never That's a fucking lady from a goddamn. From a fucking church, like that shit. It goes hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At some point, I hate that though, because that shit is like moving us out of the way.
I know.
It's like getting a southpaw keyboardist in your band.
Well, it's like here we are working hard for fucking 10 years, 15 fucking years, and then this lady with the cat video come out.
Yeah, and it's like
now she's famous, bought a mansion.
I know, well, I mean, same thing for our podcast. We work hard and release all these episodes, and then like some kid just talking about some bullshit gets a million views.
That's it, man.
I mean,
you never know.
There's no fucking formula for viral. So.
Which I think is part of why I've wanted to slow down a little bit in music, because I want to get back to. Let me try to say this in the way I'm trying to say it here.
You got plenty of time.
I got carried away, I think, with just playing gigs. Like, I mean, I burnt myself out a little bit. Bro. Like I was playing 5 to 7 gigs a week.
He even said that about you. He's like, he said it was nice to see that you like chilled the pace down.
Yeah, I'm chilling out because it started just becoming like almost anything, like anything you do too much of can become an escape from reality. So even gigs that I feel like that's what I was meant to do, doing it too often was like, I'm avoiding other things in my life because I'm playing 7 days a week where I don't even have time to think about anything else. It's like you can run into that life. So you can make even music like an addiction, which I think
Especially if you're not day jobbing too, they can really get like you're all, so you're just
you
like,
get lost in it.
You're waking up at like 4 p.m. and like thinking about your music and then running into another gig. You just keep running into it. That's a cool life. There's a lot of musicians. We're not going to shit on that. That sounds awesome.
No, I loved it, but I just started reaching a point where I'm like, damn, I'm partying all the time. I'm not getting other shit in my life done.
Right.
Which was where it was starting to like kind of pull me down. I'm like, wow, I'm just all artist.
You're not focused on a holistic life, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta have your other life too. You can't
you gotta be balanced.
Yeah, for sure.
And so and also the thing is that I think after listening to some other artists, and actually I just went and saw this guy in concert, Noah Khan, which people have called him the Jewish Ed Sheeran. So, but
I never heard of him. So shout out to him.
Okay, well, yeah, check him out, Noah Khan. But I was just this recent album he put out. He went from making all this pop music with kind of generalized, appealing lyrics to writing a really personal, detailed album, like with raw, real lyrics. And after listening to that, I was like, man. See, that's what I need. I want to get back to.
People relate to that.
Yeah, and it's scary because you're just like sharing all this personal shit, but that's what people want to hear. And I'm trying to get back to that authentic, like just writing for me and then playing those songs and not playing what people want to hear at a private party.
I think it's important, bro.
Which is what I've gotten. I've gotten really used to. Like
pandering. You're not trying to pander.
Yes, I've gotten really good. I've figured out the way
how to work a room.
I can work a room and make money. I can do that. And I've figured that out.
You're like a stand-up comedian. You got your chops already.
Now
it's time to like.
You can look at. You can look at anyone in the room and think like, what would they like right now? And then just play it and watch them light up and then tip you. And you're like, damn, this is like a money-making machine.
I did that shit.
Yeah, you're like, I can figure everyone out in the room. But then at the end of the day, I realized like I'm just people pleasing. I'm not playing.
And is that a lot of cover music when you're doing it that way too? It's not as much original music.
It's a whole thing. It's like,
most of the time it's cover songs.
It kind of clouds your creativity.
It does.
A little bit.
Well, it changes.
Because to pander to a crowd, you have to
become
play
a
cover
slave
songs.
to it.
It shifts the power. It shifts the power. At some point, I like to play for me, man.
Exactly.
And if I'm picking
Thank
all
you
these
for
people
that.
out and I got to play for them, that shifts the power and it feels weird. Now the energy isn't coming in.
What a beautiful.
It's going out. You know what I mean?
There. Thank you for that.
Now the energy is going out. It's not really coming back in.
Exactly.
Thank you for that.
I'm trading that shit for money.
Well, and that's what the private parties are most of the time. Is it's playing to a room, especially like Christmas parties or shit like that, where like literally.
Do you get a list for that shit? Like, here, play this.
No, I don't cater. I don't cater to those needs.
An extra grand, I'll play it.
I never
per song, motherfucker.
You'd be surprised what I'll do for money.
When someone, yeah, right. I know that's what you think. You're like, I'd play any song for money, and.
Jamie, hey, name the dollar amount, motherfuckers.
Well, actually, what all would you do for money?
Well, I haven't heard dollars.
$80 in my pocket.
$80 ain't buying shit in my world.
I got a job for you. I got a job for you.
Shit, let me get I ain't heard enough money yet. This is
this is called the negotiation phase.
Until I start hearing the money, I ain't saying shit.
Oh fuck. Yeah, man. So that's it's.
So did you find a line to like?
And I don't want to like say that's a bad thing either, because I'm so appreciative of all the private parties and all the clients and people who've hired me. Like they
continue to hire him.
Yeah, and they've continued to hire me, and they've allowed me to make a living at music, which was my goal. I just wanted to be a full-time musician.
And you got there.
And I've done that for 2 years.
You got there.
And now I'm like, but now I want to continue to play those private parties. I just want people to understand that I want it to be more like my music, which is
now you're not hiring me more as a cover artist. You're hiring me more for my music.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know if I'll be able to make that. I'm still gonna play private parties where like they just want cover songs and I'm just doing it to pay my bills, kind of like. Well, and that's fine because you.
Well, did they come to you before still and go like this is what we want to hear? Or?
Well, certain people know some of my original stuff, so when they have me play a private party, they'll ask me like, hey, we want you to play covers to entertain the crowd, but we also love your music, so make sure you play some of your music.
I think that's the way.
Right. Those are the ones that I want more than anything.
See, I think we should, and I want to shout out. I want to put this towards the crowd more than the people that actually are bands that have cover music and live music.
Right.
And we need to normalize a cover band being able to mix in their own music.
I think they usually do, though. I mean,
I see
so.
a lot of venues that are, or I've heard from
like
a lot of I've heard from a lot of cover bands that are that the places and the crowds or are against them playing their original music.
Well, you might be talking to cover bands that don't have good originals.
Well, fair enough.
I mean, you know what I mean? Straight up, like if
John.
if they're sitting here slaying, like that later '90s cover shit, and then they throw in an original, it just sucks. And
Well,
you shouldn't
I
do
will
that
present
anymore.
to how are they going to get better if they don't get to practice.
Well,
that shit.
that's true. Yeah.
So, like, I think that if you have original music, I don't think it should be apropos that you don't get to play it.
I think you should play it.
I think it comes down to what you agree on with the people who are hiring you.
Exactly,
Like,
but
it's like, do you want me to just play covers, like kitschy cover songs that people are gonna love? And
let's say
sing
this.
to?
Let's focus this on Jerry's.
Okay, I can do that.
Jerry's is that bar that like wants to hear covers all the time.
Yeah, true.
And I'm not saying it's because of Justin.
swing.
And shout out to Justin for owning that bar and reopening it. We love you, Justin. But it's not Justin's problem, and it's what the crowd wants at that place.
Right. Yeah.
And I present that the crowd at that place needs to chill and let people that have original music play it along with their covers. Can we just?
Okay.
Can we just?
I mean, I
I'm
agree.
open. I'm open to it, but I also know, like, if I go to a certain show and I'm expecting to hear cover songs, like that's what I want to hear. You know,
all day.
You know, like if you go to, I don't know, like you go.
He's like, who do I throw under the bus?
I know nobody. Like, but you go to Mort's or whatever. Like, you know, you're gonna hear cover songs. Like, you know, you're gonna hear these songs. But I do agree that I feel like artists should just be ballsy and throw in their originals.
Yeah, it's okay.
No matter what.
Crush your cover songs. That's great.
Yeah,
Right?
just throw one in.
Throw one in.
I always do. I mean, every gig I've played, I've always played original music with my covers.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, some of the private stuff I'm playing, like at the beginning, it always goes the same way. Like the beginning of the night, first set, I play for like 3 hours usually, right? So the first set
I was just about to ask.
is slow and people are all getting there, so they all want to talk. So I keep it really chill. Like I play all Jack
Really
Johnson,
standard, really
Ben
standard.
Harper, very like low register in my voice too, so I'm not like
That's
yelling,
fair.
screaming into the mic. It's very
Totally fair.
soothing and soft.
Smart man.
Yeah, so I warm them up kind of, you know. And then second set, people might be getting a little more involved. So then you can kind
The
of
booze is flowing.
it starts flowing. So you kind of
Get a little booze going.
up the ante. But during that first set is when I'll play I'll throw in a bunch of originals, you know, because I know people aren't even necessarily listening.
Yeah.
So I'll play originals that they're just like, they just enjoy the good music.
Yeah, you can find the time.
So I can throw mine in there, and then middle set, you know, you start warming up. But by the third set, you know, people are in the booze at that point, and that's when you start
Then you gotta
breaking
That's when you
out.
turn it up.
That's when you
Turn
gotta
it
hit
up.
the classics. That's when you gotta drop it on them.
Yeah, and you drop all the sing-alongs. I say basically.
yeah,
you know,
that's it.
you ask them
That's
to sing
my
along
song.
too. Yeah, and you say,
Hey man,
That's my jam. Come
And,
on.
and when you get everybody jamming, no matter what the song is.
"Oh yeah,"
it's
and
That's always
a
good.
good time.
and I love, that's my favorite part of private parties, is that by the end of it, especially when I walk into a private party with my bandana on and just looking like I don't belong there, is my favorite thing. It's almost like a litmus test of like how judgy people are.
Do you go in first without the guitar?
I love it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I walk in and like most places I enter, people are kind of like,
Who the fuck is this
what are
guy?
you doing here? You know, and
Oh,
I'm
dude.
because I'm like going to country clubs or like nice places, and they're like, what the fuck? And I never dress nice. No, I play weddings wearing the same
You
shit.
dress as you.
Like, I'm like, you're getting me. Like,
Hey,
that's
this
what
is
you're
it,
getting.
man.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
And I love that.
Hey, I
and,
appreciate
and
that.
I've stuck strong to that. Like I remember this wedding I played. The bride's dad was like, You're wearing shorts at my daughter's wedding. He's like, I don't care because you're cool, man. Like,
I really appreciate that. That's a great dude. This is me. This is what you're getting.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wear your
changing.
fucking monkey suit for your
Exactly.
goddamn.
I walk in everywhere just like this,
Yeah, I
man.
love it.
And
Just
my
be
feet
you.
been hurting lately, so I kind of like stumble and kind of like move
Right.
around.
That's what
weird,
I mean. That's what I love about all of us. We're unapologetically us.
and that's
Like I'm just gonna be me. What you see is what you get, man. This is what we're gonna be.
And unfortunately, I've haven't done that fully in my music. Like, I mean, I have in the albums I've put out, but in terms of my live performing, I tend to stay on the safer side and play the songs people want to hear.
Well, that's a business move, is what that is. You
Well,
know what I mean?
It
Like
is,
we have
but it's
to.
also a fear, I think, where I'm like, I'm afraid a little bit to just fully be or it's like maybe I don't have the right stage. Like when I've done opening shows, obviously I play all my own original songs because I want to be an original artist, and those are the best feelings in the world when you're like play all original music and have a response from a crowd that's like fully supporting you.
That's my favorite thing as a person in the crowd.
Yeah.
So I'm your audience. I always say that my part on this show is trying to be the smartest guy in the audience for the most part. Fuck off, you know. But for the most part, I'm trying to be like your audience and tell you what we're looking for and what we're trying to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm a little different from most. I always like lean hard towards the original content.
Okay.
And when an artist is trying to give me something new and they're working on it, that to me is so much more inspiring than anything else.
Agreed.
Because to me, I think you guys are fucking magicians.
We're magicians.
You just like create a song out of thin air.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, this is magic.
To me, it's
we're magicians.
To me, I can talk for days and days and
musicians.
days, but these words are always presented to me that you guys just like. There's no song now, but now there is one. Yeah. I made a song. Here's the chorus. Here's this. Like, and for you, since I always want to ask this question: when you're writing and making music, does the song come first or do the lyrics come first? What's your process and like putting an original tune together?
How do you write?
Yeah, like basically, how do you write? Like, I'm always interested in that process. Like, what comes first?
Yeah, most of the time, I would say. Well, I mainly write on guitar. Although lately, I've been writing on piano, which is such a different feeling. And I love
I can
it.
usually hear the difference.
I love it too. It's and I play differently. It's so strange, but most of the time I write on guitar, and I'll usually. For me, it's usually the medley that comes first, melody, the melody that comes first, and then I'll just kind of start humming words along, you know, to a certain progression, and I'll get the medley. I don't know why I keep saying
the
medley. Melody. Jeez, man, you guys poured some strong drinks.
You
already.
Want some more?
You already got me saying the wrong words. No,
honestly, I didn't know you were saying the wrong shit.
It's like medley. Yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
No,
perfect.
What comes first is a mashup of like 3 or 4 different songs.
Yeah,
comes first. Yeah,
that's how we really.
I do a
that.
remix first, and then I get that. No,
we do the medley, and then
no. So I'll usually have a couple chords that I like, and then I'll play those chords, and then I'll come up with a melody. And so usually
nailed it.
Melody, you got it. Usually for me, it's the music that comes first, and the medley. Dude,
still on.
Now he's all in his head. Yeah.
You guys got me fucked up.
Now we got a name for this show. The Midley Medley.
We're doing melody medleys at Meddy's.
That's
what we're gonna do.
I promise you,
I gotta eat that gyro shit during this.
I'm fucking down.
All right,
I promise you, I know the difference between a medley and a melody.
I hope you didn't have any like reoccurring gig you might have lost. Just a little bit.
I do a lot of medleys at my gigs actually. But okay, so yes, chords, then the melody, and then the words come last. Usually for me, that's how. And then I usually
that strangely is a lot of people's process. That's what I've seen is that is a lot of people's process.
Because I don't know about for everyone else, but for me, it's more about the overall feeling of the song. Some people are like, "Oh, the lyrics come first," and it's all about the lyrics. Or even when I listen to any music. Some people right away hear the lyrics. I don't. I just have this overall feeling of a song, and I'm like, do I like it? I don't even care what the lyrics say right now. It's just like, how does it make me feel? And then if I really like how it feels, I'll go back and analyze all the lyrics.
I don't fucking know the lyrics to like half the songs that I really dig. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care.
The feeling.
So not my vibe.
It feels so good.
I think this needs to be discussed more. So first and foremost, until I heard you say that about like hardcore music we were talking about, it's like it's not about for me. So for me, it's all about the lyrics.
Well, music's so subjective, though.
It is. So this is just for me.
I don't get that.
Me.
Yeah, and I don't either.
And what I didn't understand is that you guys existed, where you don't give a fuck about the lyrics, and you just care about the melody or the remedy or the what is it? The biotomy?
The feeling, just the overall feeling. I mean, I care about the lyrics,
but see, to me, the lyrics come
secondary
first.
To me for some reason, even though.
Well, and I didn't realize that there is a large group of those people.
Even though when I'm writing, though, the lyrics are primary. But when I'm listening to other music, they're like they're kind of
you go into the rhythm and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
first.
it's all about just the overall, like I said, just the overall feel. Like
not me.
The way that every single element in the song kind of marries together and how that feels on my senses. Like that's what.
So
hits
now
me.
I do feel you on that.
Yeah.
I do feel when it all comes together right.
Right.
But definitely to me, it's like the first thing I look at on a person is what shoes are they wearing. Same thing is second is like what is the lyrics of this song. It really is like, and it's not that I'm right or anybody else is wrong or right or whatever, but I just didn't realize as how I took in music that other people like that's not first and foremost for them.
Sure.
Yeah, man. For me, it's all about the rhythm to me. Like, does that shit make me move?
Yeah, as a bass player too, I'm sure.
Am I feeling that groove right now? Like, is that cool to me?
Yeah,
like,
and 100%.
That's what it matters.
And I didn't get that. Being just a selfish, my own person in my own little world. I thought.
Well, I mean, and also I grew up on like lyrics like flashlight, neon light, flashlight.
I mean,
they
always evolve. So how did this whole thing start for you? Like, let's go back a little bit. Like, when did we pick up a guitar, and when did we start all this whole entire like thing? Did
Going
you
back to the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you do that really young?
Origin story.
Yeah, give us the when did I get my superpowers?
So let's see. I have a drink here before I launch into this tirade.
It's gonna be that, huh?
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
You can turn him down if you want.
I'm gonna turn John up. I like him.
We gotta give John credit. He's doing everything now.
Harrison likes it when I clip.
Hey,
I do.
First and foremost, John, we'll have a lot more confidence after this episode airs. We'll figure it out.
Man, my live editing is shit though. I gotta apologize.
That's
to you
okay.
Right
I
now.
think
How's that going?
Man, I ain't feeling confident about it.
You're
to be
not?
honest with you.
I think you're
Definitely have caught a lot of ghosts though, so that's good.
Yeah, dude. If you
That's
open that thing
fine. It's
up,
fine.
Jimmy Hoffa's in that
It's
motherfucker.
okay.
You open that. Don't open that motherfucker up.
All right, so off my
shit.
terrible live editing skills here.
But now
that does do it.
look at that. Look at that shit. Do this. We all together blended
Yeah,
together.
Now we all there. Now we all there.
Dude, that's
if you open it now,
badass.
we'll all go in there. Let's go.
I'm totally
Oh
making
my
that the
God.
fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, you guys
Dude,
are
that's
fucking
cool
fun
as
now.
shit looking.
Yo.
Okay. See who gave you a button?
Now if I
in
turn this way.
motherfucker?
Wait,
Can we-
wait,
All right,
do
we're
it
done.
one more time.
So hey, can we
There we
get?
go.
So can we get the? I think the next implication. The next implication is like the
great.
the shitty 90s 2000 like where we have a keypad where we can make fart noises and shit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that'd be
Oh, I need
great.
a soundboard.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Weenie in the bud. Weenie in the bud. Weenie in the bud.
Like that's the next thing we need to like totally abuse.
Dude, you can get those things for like $30. They're
Really?
super cheap.
Oh
though.
god,
Yeah.
we got and like we can make like a bong noise. We can make like
agree.
we could do like a bunch of funny shit.
So I love how we asked Harrison a direct question
Yeah.
and it just derailed.
Well, it's because you got
Immediately.
really did.
off the
well, you
fucking
opened
thing.
the
Like,
opened the
just
ghost
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
You opened the
No,
ghost.
I did that like way later.
Get
dude.
started
Like,
on
yeah.
the question.
All right. So Harrison,
Okay, let's try this again.
the origin story, as we are calling it now.
Oh, I took the shot. The
apparently.
shot is what derailed us.
Yeah, see,
that's
that's what
Harrison. That was
happened.
Harrison's fault.
All right.
Harrison instigated the shot.
All right, so shut the fuck up. Pour you guys both some shots while we start this.
All right, so
We're ready.
origin story. It was a dark, stormy night.
The way all origin stories should start.
The rain was pounding on the roof.
This is perfect.
My heart was pounding exactly the same.
Ruh-roh.
It felt like I had just taken Rumpelman shots and a ton of Jameson all at once.
Okay, no, being serious. Let's see. Well, I guess it kind of starts with like I bought a guitar when I was 16. After hearing Jack Johnson's second album, In Between Dreams.
Is that the yellow one?
It's the yellow one with the tree with
That's
the mango tree on it.
Maybe the best. This is
It's-
with banana pancakes and all
yes,
those on it.
yes. The
Sitting, waiting, wishing.
Yep, his best album. Most people would say
Maybe the best like single
I think
guitar player.
it's such a
album
good
ever.
acoustic album.
No. But
Fuck
it
off.
is a good
One
record.
of
Badass record.
them.
Fuck off.
Anyways, I heard that album in art class when I was a sophomore in high school.
You had a cool art teacher.
Yeah, I did have a cool art teacher, and he would let all of us bring in like a different CD each week to just play over the speaker.
I love
So this girl named Molly McKernan, I remember, she brought in that
Shout out
album.
to Molly.
Shout out to Molly. She brought in that album. I was sitting there. I was huge into art my entire life. I was always an artist. So I'm sitting there drawing, and this shit comes on, and I swear it was like an aha moment. You know, it was one of those moments where I was just like,
What the fuck is this?
fuck
This is my shit.
The fuck is this? It spoke to my soul, and I was like, dude, I gotta get a guitar. Like I want to do this. I want to do what he's doing. So I literally like went home, asked my mom for Christmas, like, can I get a guitar? Got $100 guitar from a pawn shop. The brand was Hondo. Is the brand of the guitar?
Yeah, dude, Hondo.
A fucking Hondo.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was like, oh, wait, were you guys going for Honda? You just messed up? Or is
that the character from
it's
Street Fighter?
Hondo.
Maybe,
That dude, that guy? Isn't it that dude?
Hadouken.
No, that's a different one.
No, so I got that first guitar and got that guitar and just started immediately writing songs. Like as soon as I could play a couple chords, I was writing songs. That's like always what I wanted to do from the time I picked it up. I was just, there was no other intention. I never wanted to learn music theory. My best buddy Pat was always like, dude, you could be so much better. Let me show you some theory. And I would just glaze over.
What do you mean by music theory? What is
music theory? Like he's like, man, you got to learn scales and you got to learn everything about it. And I
learn to read music and basically
learn to read, like just learn the ins and outs of all of music. And for some reason, my brain was just so resistant to that. And I always wanted to keep this magic that I had where when I would play the guitar, I would feel like I was discovering something new every time I wrote a song.
Yeah,
and I never wanted
instead
to
of like
know.
figuring it all out by math.
Yeah,
I'd rather just like keep some. I still am not very good at music theory.
So do you guys feel like learning
it
it that way puts you in a box a little bit, and learning it more
There's
freelance?
There's so many theories on that because some people are like, if you know all the theory, you can be more expressive because you know everywhere you can go.
I think that's true.
Which I agree.
But in what order do we go in? Do we learn a little on our own, then get all the theories? Do we start with the theories and then try to learn our own?
I still need to learn.
Me, man.
So maybe it just depends on the person. Maybe
I think it depends.
The reason I like theory is because it gives me the way to tell other musicians what's in my head.
Boom. Okay, so that's really important.
Thank you, John.
Thanks for that input, John. That's really important because that's like when people come to me at gigs all the time and say, "Hey, can you teach my son how to play guitar?" And I say, I'm not the best teacher.
Probably not.
I said, no, I probably shouldn't teach him because I play it all by feel and I won't be able to tell him what he's doing. I mean, I might be able to be like, that's a G chord, that's a C. Like I'll tell him chords, but other than that, I'm not going to be like, that's a 1, 4, 5. That's a, this is the note. This is a certain scale. I can't do that. Well, that's not me.
And I can't teach for a very similar reason. It's a matter of like, I do what I do, man. I can't. Right. I don't know what you want to do, and I would hate to put you inside of a subdivision of like my small box.
True that.
Now I've just really limited you.
So
because I'm limited enough, and now I'm going to teach you.
So it's kind of find your own path a little bit, kind of.
I think so. I mean,
I think you have to fall in love with the instrument before you really try to find lessons and stuff like that.
So does that mean like just honking away in your room?
Yeah,
on the
that's all I did. The internet and me, like I would just look up all the songs I wanted to learn and learn them, and then by learning other people's songs, that's how I learned music theory, or that's how I learned how to play certain chords. And every song I'd learn would add another chord to my asset or to my box of chords, and then I would be able to create my own songs from that box of chords that I got from all these other songs that I learned.
You had the internet. I had Guitar World magazine.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're old as fuck.
Guitar World.
Yeah, there was no fucking barely internet. When
there was no Ultimate Guitar Tabs yet.
When did that come into play?
It was Guitar World magazine, and I learned the tab because I couldn't read the fucking tab.
that shit didn't come into play until like 08 and shit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I mean,
I graduated in '98, bro.
Yeah, I graduated in 02.
I graduated in 2007.
Oh well, yeah. So you hit it about the right time, like where you could really like YouTube was starting to be a thing. Like, I mean, I will say to anybody, and I'm not even saying this to musicians, I'm not trying to preach, but if you want to learn how to fucking fix a car part or fix the reason why you have a light on in your car, I'm not here to say you can fucking you don't have to ask a guy that fucks you over. You can YouTube it pretty easily, and some weird old guy's dad will tell you exactly how to fucking fix that.
This is true. You can learn anything on YouTube.
You really can. Like,
crazy.
I mean, it's. I have went to the depths of trying to find like weird shit that I fix around my house. We got a pool. We got I got a motorcycle. We got a bunch of random different cars from different manufacturers, and we fix the shit always ourselves. And I've always been like, I wonder if like it won't give me the answer for this.
Yeah,
it fucking does.
Always will.
It fucking does, man.
I'm pretty sure you could learn how to do a root canal on YouTube.
Oh, you really could.
Austin's playing footsies
Oh,
with
yeah.
me over here,
Shit,
under here.
That's the way it does, man.
Hey man, I've been locked into the.
every
I've been
guest.
every guest. every guest.
Oh man,
But yeah, like you can learn some shit pretty
yeah,
easily.
you really can't. You really can't. Oh, I want to say though before we move on to that,
No, don't.
past that,
Go back to where we were at.
no. Well, I wanted to say part of my origin story though is that origin story.
Yeah, that's where we want to
Like,
be. That's
yeah.
that's where we want to be.
Well, I did want to mention that it's funny that I play like my mind took a hold on Jack Johnson and like really kind of soft rock, even though my dad before that raised me on Rush.
Yeah.
Like
No way.
so growing up,
That's
my
awesome.
dad raised me on like progressive rock and he had a huge wide range of really good musical taste, but Rush was his main band. So
That was his gig.
That was his thing, man. I've been to more Rush concerts than
No
any
way.
other band in my life. Yeah, I've been to 9 Rush concerts.
There you
No
go.
shit.
Before Neil Peart died.
I haven't
yeah.
been to 9 anybody concerts.
Dude, I know. That's how big of a fan my dad was, and he was just so. I
I've
think
been to a lot of Orphan John conference.
so. I
It's
feel like
addictive, bro. It's addictive. It's just the way it is.
I feel like between my childhood being raised on Rush and then deciding to like, or at least my soul connected with Jack Johnson, I'm somewhat of a somewhere between Rush and Jack Johnson. Like I feel like I'm pretty.
There's a lot of in between there,
I'm pretty-
man. Like,
there's a
you're
lot,
talking about
bro.
like.
There's a
Well,
lot.
he doesn't want to be put in a small box.
I don't want to be
That's true.
because
As
people
big
always.
a box as possible.
Well, yeah, because people are always like, "Oh man, you sound like Jack Johnson." I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I learned to play guitar from him."
Well, that-
but I
well,
also
we-
was inspired by Rush and other bands that I feel like I have a little more edge than Jack Johnson, maybe like
Yeah,
a little bit
I get
more
that.
grit or something. But yeah,
I like that.
Well, it shined the light on me because when I've actually seen you play live. This is actually the first time I've actually got to like sit and talk to you and meet you and
Right.
and get into your brain a little bit. But yeah, I can see how you like Jack Johnson was your original influence, but like you do have like an edgier tone
Okay.
than he does. Like
Yeah,
he's
I
got
like that.
he's got like this like the slow roll, like the
Yeah.
real calm. You have like the more edgier rock tone towards your.
that's cool. I
Towards
like-
it. So I feel what you're coming from. I feel
like-
I feel your
Well,
vibe that you're trying to do.
I find a little more versatility in what you bring.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. For sure.
Jack, I love what Jack does.
Well,
but
I mean, he's
very.
he's riding out that album that we were talking about. He hasn't done one that good since then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
He's
He's
kind
had
of
some good songs on a few
replicating.
albums.
I agree.
And he's made a lot of money, and people don't realize is in that genre. He's made a lot of money in the soundtrack industry. So
oh yeah,
like,
well he
a
had
lot
the
of
whole
his-
movie. What was the movie? It was,
Curious George,
Yeah,
man,
Curious-
that soundtrack, he
like
killed it too.
he's made a ton of money in that. He doesn't, like, where's his drive? He doesn't give a fuck. He's driving around in a fucking Ferrari.
He
give a
doesn't
fuck.
care. He lives in Hawaii. He's just chilling. He's
Yeah,
like, I'm just
so-
saving the planet, And I
So like,
love,
you're
I
not
just-
going to get banana pancakes again. So
No, I just love who he is as a person, like what he does.
the song about the train, him sitting on
Oh,
the train.
Breakdown. I love that one.
Is maybe the best song on that album.
Such a good song.
It is.
I
It
feel
really
like
is.
every song on that album, front to back, is like
That's a
it's
masterpiece of an album
so
when an
good.
artist does that, and it's not when you do like not a like a one hit wonder. You do a one
Yeah.
album wonder.
Uh-huh.
Fucking whatever, man, bro. I'll live off the millions forever. Wouldn't you?
Well, one album's like 10 tunes.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
dude.
mean?
If you drop an album
roll
of
that
like
around.
fucking 6 hits,
What are
It's a whale.
so what are
That's what they
your
call that.
yeah, right.
what are some of your, speaking of like top albums? I'm curious because
Oh yeah.
like what are some of your top albums?
All right,
For
dude.
me,
Yeah.
oh, I mean,
Go ahead.
shit.
Go ahead. You started this. One.
Well, mine is always going to be
Like top 5. What you got?
top
my
5. There you go.
My top 5 is always going to be really current stuff because
Really?
I constantly move with the
You
hip
don't
hop
go.
scene.
You don't go by the like isolated island in the
Or like
My favorite album right now-
nostalgic or like
I
Yeah.
have all that, but I like, and I have those albums, but to me, and I have this really jaded like.
current top 5. You're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always wrote and write, and I think musicians get to like sit on an album for years and years and years.
Yeah.
If I came back as a stand-up comedian a year and played the same stand-up that I was here last year, you'd be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
But a musician gets to come back and play their same album for fucking 20 years.
Yeah, it's true.
So like
Yeah.
that
And
is
it
Shelf
actually
life
has
is
to.
different.
so with the way I've always wrote and the art that I've always made, I've always thought that musicians got away with a lot. So I think
Fuck off, dude. No. Like, dude, Comedians get away with a lot.
Bullshit,
Comedians,
I gotta give you a new hour every year.
bro,
I gotta
dude.
give you a new hour every fucking year.
But comedians get to tour the fucking country in a Toyota Camry, 1 or 2 guys in there,
True,
have their whole fucking show in there. They ain't loading gear.
got no gear.
They're not doing that
Yeah,
shit.
but they don't make
They have
no
like
fucking
a
money.
microphone they carry in their pocket, man.
You guys make more money at a fucking open mic than they
Dude,
make.
you think we do? You think we do?
When's the
Bands
last-
are getting paid $300 fucking
When's the last
around
time
here.
you tipped a goddamn stand-up comedian? Not never. Yeah, fuck off.
Well, I'll go to a lot of stand-up shows,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, so when's the last time you paid cover at a stand-up comedian show? Not never.
But
So-
every time I've gone, I've paid to cover because I'm like a loony bin or something.
So,
all right,
so circle back out of these jokes. First and foremost, almost all my music is going to be
Current. Top
current.
five.
Like Jid's new album, Simio's new album are my 2 favorite albums that are going right now.
hip hop guy.
I really like.
Okay.
I really like Lucid, who's a local artist.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
really been
I love
listening to
Lucid, yeah.
his new album, Revamped. I really like.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw that.
That's brand new content, and then I will always circle back to Rage Against the Machine's original album. Rage Against the Machine.
that's
Rage Against the Machine
badass
is
one.
always because
Man.
when I first saw that cover with the monk on fire and listened to that music, it changed everything for me as a musical listener.
Yeah.
So that will always be a big one. And then for the last one, I mean, it's just a crapshoot of a mixtape, a bunch of shit that I like. So it's hard to pigeonhole. Like probably if I had to pick one more, chances. Not this album, but the one before this one, and I can barely remember the name of it. But
I don't know either.
those are like I'm always pushing towards new contents, and I always like
Right.
to hear what you guys will say too.
All right, so I'm gonna say Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers.
That's a great one.
I'm gonna say John Schofield, a go-go.
Okay, I don't even know
With
who that is.
a jazz guitar player. He got Medeski, Martin, and Wood playing
Sounds amazing. Please
playing
send
rhythm
that.
section
Very
for him,
cool.
right?
Send that
Yeah.
to me. I would love to hear it.
Oh, it's dope.
Please, I don't know.
Paul Simon, Graceland.
Okay, I'm in on that. I love me some Paul Simon.
yeah,
is
Paul Simon
you
Grace.
call me? Is you
Yeah,
call
you
me
can call
out?
me. That's off that record.
Okay.
That's off that record.
It better be.
Yeah. Let me see here now. Let me see.
It's like maybe the coolest music video of all time.
Yeah, shit gets dicey after that. That's my
I
top.
know,
That's my
right?
top 3.
Top 3.
That's my top
I
3.
I feel like I have a list. I'm
Right
going to have
there.
to pull mine up.
Yeah, pull it up. You can use your phone.
My top albums.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
And you know, some of these are like, this is of all time. Like some of these are nostalgic, you know.
Now, are you just playing the popularity contest, or is it for you?
No, it's just for me. Just
Okay,
for me.
good.
Yeah.
So don't pander to the fucking crowd. And maybe my 5th album is what I would say is any like Michael Jackson album. Insert any Michael Jackson
man,
album.
Okay.
yeah, you ain't wrong. Michael Jackson's greatest hits.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, what album do I pick? There's a fucking 9 great songs on
just
every
say
album.
greatest hits, man.
Yeah, so really
Yeah.
that at the end of the day, that's probably my 5th.
Yeah, and I'm with you on the Rage.
Me
There's a
too.
band called Houndmouth that I really
I like
love right now.
Houndmouth. Yeah,
Houndmouth
dude,
right now. hitting
I'm
for me.
digging them.
Again, send it to me. Thanks for
Digging them.
keeping me out of
Yeah.
the train. Let me
all
know.
right. Harrison, what you got? What you got?
All right, let's see.
He dug into the notes. He dug deep into his notes.
He got his
Oh,
phone
dude,
out.
I did. I actually have my top 5
Let's
right
hear it.
here.
Let's hear it.
Okay, top 5 albums. This is not in any particular order.
No, the first one comes out. Your favorite.
I'm gonna start.
I'm holding
No,
you to it.
damn it. If that's what we're gonna go by, then I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna need a 3-minute break.
I'm gonna start with "In Between Dreams" by Jack Johnson.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Because
That's cool.
I mean,
honestly, that's not.
if
that's-
it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be playing music. I feel like I would never have bought an acoustic guitar. Would never have started. I'd probably be a visual artist or a graphic designer at this point.
you said you were like painting and stuff before that. Yeah.
I feel like you owe Molly some money.
I think
Like,
so.
or-
man.
or
I've
like some
never,
dates or
I've
something.
never had a chance to tell her that. I told her husband that, who I ran into at Wichita Country Club, because
Mm-hmm.
we all went to school together, and I was like, I told him that, but I didn't get to like actually really tell him. It was like in passing. I wanted to
And he
like
says,
make
"Stay
it
away from my wife."
Oh,
man."
and see, and that's why I
Some
didn't.
son of a bitch.
That's why I didn't. That's why I
Walk
didn't
that way.
want.
I walk this way.
That's why I didn't want to tell him, because he'd be like, "Oh, okay, I see what's happening." No,
see where you going.
no,
Well, write her a lovely email.
no, I'm joking. I'm totally
Don't
joking.
do that. That's evidence.
No, someday I was trying to wait until maybe like I was
Don't put it on paper.
I was wanting to wait until I maybe would hit like a bigger stage, and then I'd
Yeah,
be like,
thank you.
"Thanks, Molly," you know, like
Come up on stage real quick.
come up.
Never mind that your
Leave your husband in the crowd.
Yeah, never mind that your
Come
husband
on.
never wanted us to be a. Sorry. I don't know either.
Sorry,
one of them.
Joe.
I don't know either one of them, but this is
We're
still
getting him
funny.
in
No,
so much
they're
trouble.
great people. I love them. They're awesome. But yes, that okay. So, In Between Dreams by Jack Johnson. Astro Lounge, Smash Mouth.
Bet.
Really?
Dude,
Dude, that's a good album, dude. I
it's
saw them
such
twice on that
a
album.
good album. I don't know.
Is that Walking on the Sun's on that, right?
No, it's not on that one.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the first CD I ever bought in my life was
Really?
Astro Lounge by Smash Mouth. And yes, to this day, I still think it's a great album. Like the production quality on it and like everything about it is before its time, and it's just.
So it just
I
spoke
think
to you.
it just hits. Yeah. Okay, and then
He put it number 2.
that's not in order.
These are random.
This is a random order.
No.
Random order.
You heard what I said.
Yeah. You're not the boss of Harrison.
It's not in order.
He put them in this
You're not
order.
the
He
boss.
wrote them down in that order.
ELO, Out of the Blue.
I love ELO, dude.
Jeff
Yes.
Lynne was way before his time.
He really was.
He
Fucking
was.
masterpiece.
That's some shit I can get down on.
A masterpiece of analog recording in the 70s.
If I was to pick a producer, man,
ELO.
it would be Jeff Lynne on anything that I do.
Yes.
Like I would let him produce any
Yes.
fucking thing I do,
Yes.
man. Just cause.
I'm just glad that I even know who this is and I can be a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
That is fucking
dude.
badass.
Okay. And so another possible on my top 5 would be Traveling Wilburys. Straight up.
Okay.
That whole record was amazing.
It is.
yes.
Yeah,
Jeff,
I know about
Jeff
this.
Lynne. Who else was in there?
Bob
Jeff
Dylan?
Lynne, Bob Dylan.
Roy
Fucking
Orbison?
everybody, dude.
Orbison.
I know Roy Orbison.
Tom
was involved.
Petty.
Tom Petty. Yeah, dude.
Who else was on that?
I mean, Ringo Starr played drums in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that
Holy
was,
fuck, everybody. It was awesome.
Well, basically, a producer just got everybody to fucking.
He just
come
got all these superstars together. But okay, so yeah, we got those 3, and then we got Moving Pictures by Rush. It's one of my top albums.
Solid.
And then this one most people wouldn't know probably. It's The Reckoning by Need to Breathe.
Okay.
Send it to me. Never heard of it. And I will say this too: if you got some of this weird ass music that nobody knows about, send it to us, motherfucker.
You just called this shit weird.
Yeah, bro, dude. Well, I mean, not a
No,
lot.
you too. You never send me shit. You said like 3 years shit I didn't never even fucking heard of.
Not a lot of these. I mean,
I
not a lot of
do.
people know Need to Breathe. I think they're bigger though now. Like they're sometimes classified as a Christian band, but I don't know. They just have this like.
They got a Bible in their pocket.
No. But they're like folk acoustic kind of like driving. Just I don't know. I listened to this album when I was traveling a bunch, and it just connected with me in a way that's like will never leave my soul. So those are my top 5 right now. I don't know.
I dig it.
They might change.
Well, they will change, man.
They will.
Time does
They
that
will.
to you. New music comes up, and you identify
yeah.
with new shit. Like Houndmouth.
Always.
Houndmouth isn't all that
New,
old. Right?
like I said,
Houndmouth isn't that old.
New music comes up.
Shit, like
That's
like
what happens.
oh, like have you guys heard this guy Bahamas
Bahamas.
from
No.
Canada?
Uh-uh.
Oh fuck,
School
man.
us.
His name he goes by Bahamas, and this album he's got
Like spelled like Bahamas. Yeah.
just Bahamas, yeah, Earth Tones.
all right.
Earth
I like
Tones.
that sound. Right
So
there.
he's got James Gadsden, the drummer, like famous classic drummer on there, and some other famous bassists who are just like holding down the rhythm section on this album. Like the whole thing is so fucking just like simple but solid. Like I love when people can make simple music sound, like complex, kind of like in the simplicity of it. It's like they played it so well and so in the pocket, like right on time.
Give me a splash. I'll take a little splash. Even though it tastes like my feet.
You don't know what good shit is, boy.
And then, well, shit, that's 6 albums. I'm gonna add a 7th here real quick. This new guy I was telling you about, Noah Kahn.
Yeah, that's what you was talking about?
This album called Stick Season, from front to back, is really good.
And that's the Jewish who?
The Jewish Ed Sheeran.
The Jewish
they
Ed
call
Sheeran.
him. They call him, dude.
Hey, so I gotta tell you this thing about
go
Ed
ahead.
Sheeran. So
Yeah.
man, there was a song that came out over the radio, and I was like, oh man, I really fucking like
You
that
pulled your
song.
pants down.
No, I was like,
Oh, shit, which
I
one was
I
it?
like,
You
I
went
did that
straight
song.
pants down.
I was like, I fucking love that song, man.
I can see a pants
And,
down vibe.
And they go, bro, that's Justin Bieber, man.
Oh shit.
And it was my mama don't like you.
Oh,
she
yeah.
likes everyone.
But Ed Sheeran wrote it.
Ed Sheeran wrote it.
Yeah, that's why you
and-
thought
and
it was
so-
Ed Sheeran.
so-
I
so-
thought the same shit, dude.
That's a
yeah,
gangster.
dude.
That's a gangster.
So I heard this song and I was like, I fucking love this
Same.
song right here. And then they told me it was Bieber, and I go, Bieber, oh my.
See, I
I'm
hate
like,
that.
no.
Yeah, just love the
Right.
song, no matter who makes it.
Right. Well, and I got there. But then when I heard Ed Sheeran wrote it, I all of a sudden felt
all-
way better.
Same here. It
I was
made,
like, oh.
my god, it made
Of
more
course
sense.
Ed Sheeran
You
wrote it.
judgmental
Of
cuck.
course he was.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I've never really heard a Justin Bieber song that I was like, I fucking love this.
Same.
But when I heard that, I did the same thing. I was like, this group.
I was like,
and then,
oh fuck, I love this song. Who did that?
You guys are just lying to
then
yourself.
I know.
now.
Then I looked it up and I
Justin
found out
Bieber's
it was-
got some jams.
What? What?
Nah.
What's he
No,
got,
I'm
bro?
kidding. He's got Georgia,
He's not the most-
Georgia Peach song.
He hasn't
whatever
got.
that
He
one.
hasn't got.
Who wrote that one? I bet he didn't.
Probably not.
Yeah, I
probably
didn't
not.
write it.
Just
I didn't
saying,
write it.
just
No, I
saying.
didn't write
What's
it.
that song I'm thinking about?
I'm not trying to hate on him.
The
I'm just
Georgia
saying.
one.
I feel like
like
there's a lot of hate going Justin Bieber's way.
No,
right now.
look.
You open that thing up, Justin Bieber's ghost might fucking come out of it.
Nah, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm
that
saying that
Georgia
celebrity back in the day, it was a talent that had to get you
Oh,
there.
get
And
the
I'm
fuck
not
outta
saying that Bieber ain't talented.
Well, we need
he come out
400
here
more
14 years
celebrities.
old, drumming
Yeah,
and
he's
shit.
talented.
Yeah, doing his
But
thing.
you can't shit on this
hella
because
talented.
without all this overexposure, we wouldn't have this stupid ass podcast we're doing right now.
God damn it, fair point.
Good point. Good
So,
point.
so quit shitting on overexposure. I think
shit on everything.
all of these YouTube stars are the most talented people I've ever been
The
involved with.
best ever of talent.
And I hope that I hit 1 billion prescribers on some dumbass shit too.
Dude, all we gotta do is have some TikTok of us like making a stupid mistake.
Yeah, dude. I mean that shit's
Yeah.
well honestly all I was meant to do is like piss somebody off. I got like and shout out to Kayla Rose and LD Styles.
Yep, that
I
was fun.
only got 2 shitty messages.
What?
I got a couple of messages.
Did you
that
really?
were- yeah.
What were they? What were they?
Like 2 were one was
From Westboro Baptist Church?
yeah. I would honestly love them to comment.
Oh my God, me too.
God, if I could get them to comment on one of my.
be awesome.
Just one person was like, "I can't believe you had drag people on your show," and then the second one was like, "I can't believe you guys did a show like that," and I deleted them.
Why would we not?
You know why? Because fuck them.
exactly?
Exactly.
And it was a great show. God damn,
Yeah,
it was a fun show.
It was a fun show.
It was a fucking fun ass show. Shout out to
Look, guys. This show is about arts and entertainment. Straight up, it's an interview show. And man, if you're doing art and entertainment, I want to talk to you. I don't really care about your medium. I might not like it, but
And let's talk,
Exactly.
and we can talk about some goofy shit too. It don't matter. Like
I've already done that.
Yeah, that's what
we
we
did that
do
shit
here.
today, man.
Always doing that.
That's what we do here.
Always talking about goofy shit.
So you said you started slowing down,
Yes.
and you're doing a few, just like picking your punches a little bit more.
I am. Yeah.
So are you writing music at this time
That's
too?
exactly, yes. So that was my whole goal of slowing down, is to
focus.
refocus on doing the part of music that I love, which is to just be at home and be able to have enough time to be bored. Like that's what I realized, you know, and I haven't been on social media much lately either, because it takes me off of my ability to just be,
It's a little bit of a time suck there.
It is like, well,
Oh,
also
they
like
take all the time.
sometimes when you're bored, you're just like, well, I'm gonna look at my phone instead of just being bored and like embracing that boredom, and then
or writing or doing something
because
else.
if you embrace that boredom instead of getting on your phone, then you'll start doing something creative.
you'll channel,
Exactly.
you'll
So-
channel that
Exactly.
energy in another
Yeah,
direction.
so that's where I'm trying to like not fill my schedule with so many fucking gigs that I reach a point where when I get home from the gigs, I'm so tired that I just don't have any energy to actually write
Yeah.
music. So yeah, I'm trying to leave that time to be bored, to have that creativity, to have that inspiration.
Or just have some genuine life experience in there.
Yeah, or just
You know?
just to be, like literally
Yeah.
just to be. Like I'll get
I
up
love
in the
that.
morning.
Yeah, I love that.
I get up in the morning and start slow and not
Have pressure,
Not feel
have the pressure
pressure.
of doing another gig tonight. You
yeah,
know,
like have a
having
gig every night. Like I get up, I'll go out and just fucking stand in the grass barefoot, you know, and just like connect to the earth, literally, and it feels amazing. Like
So with all this learning what you're doing, what is like the perfect future for you right now? Like what are we trying to get to with
man,
it?
I want to get to a point where I'm writing. Like I built this studio in my basement so I could start producing my own songs again, because that's how I feel more comfortable. Like I want to at least record them all myself and then have someone else mix and master, have a second ear on them.
Definitely.
But I want to
Smart
do.
move, smart move.
I want to. I've recorded with other people, and it's just like it's always been hard for me to feel comfortable. So,
Yep.
but yeah, ultimately, I want to be able to like.
So is that a good move for musicians to like record yourself and then let somebody clean it up?
I think so, dude.
I think so.
It's really all about stem files. You know?
yeah, it's-
If you record a good track, then you can send it off and get it mixed and mastered by the best in the industry.
And whatever
Really.
feels comfortable to you. Like some people like having a second person to run all the controls and to
Yeah.
But for
So
me,
I guess it's kind of just what makes you feel the best.
yeah, for me, I don't know why it just feels like a lot of pressure. Like I've always been I've always been someone to do everything myself. So that feels like when I have someone waiting on me and they're like,
Yeah,
I
you
feel like
am I making their time worth it?
I
and
feel
all
like
this
I'm
crap?
fucking
Yeah.
up their time, and I hate that pressure. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take all the time I want and do it myself, and then I can have someone mix and master it. So yeah, like down the line, I want to be able to just produce songs from my house, and then go out and play like maybe 1 or 2 shows a week of like the private parties to pay the bills. And then focus the other time on booking like bigger venues or booking opening shows or booking festivals or anything where I can go and play,
moving and shaking a little bit.
anything where I could, or where anything where I can go and play my own original material and be like accepted as an artist. Like, because I've made it as a full-time musician, which is what I wanted to be, but now I want to be a full-time artist.
It's next step.
It's different.
Because
Yeah,
you're kind of like, I feel like you're sitting there at that next step. You're writing your own music.
Yeah.
You can make money pandering to the crowd.
Yeah, you can.
But you're a better artist than that.
I would like to. Yeah,
and I
think so.
I think you are. And I think that's you're sitting at that like crossroads that a lot of artists are sitting at.
Yeah, and you feel. I mean, I feel like I get to a point where I'm like, I'm wasting these like organic songs that have been given to me. I feel like they're given to me because like songs are like inspired.
that way.
You know?
I think there is something to say that is a gift.
And it feels given, and I feel like the fact that I'm not putting them out into the world is doing myself an injustice.
It feels does it feel like heavy? Like you're
it does
like
feel heavy.
Yeah,
like
I'm holding them.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm holding all these songs, and I'm like, you got to give these out and let people hear them, and like let people be healed by them, or whoever needs to hear them, because I do believe like there's like people in this world that only you can communicate with, like specific people that
at specific times.
That's why
specific times,
and that's why everybody's top 5 albums will be different
at certain times too.
Because at certain
ask them in a month and they say it's something different.
Because like you say, what finds you, what lights you, what you might have in your 20 odd songs that you have in your pocket might be someone's saving grace.
It's so true.
It could be there. You never know what's going to speak to what audience. You never have no fucking idea what it'll find.
So how can we connect with you, man? How can our audience find you?
How can we find all your stuff? Pimp your brand. Like where can we find all Harrison Steele stuff?
Right now I'm most active, although like I said, I haven't been super active on any social media lately because I've just been trying to refocus on writing music.
It's always good to take a break.
But when I am active, it's mainly on Facebook and Instagram. Trying to be active on what is it, TikTok? Even though I'm not,
we're failing miserably.
Not a huge
you know any Fortnite dances?
Not a huge fan of the platform, I guess. It doesn't make sense to my mind.
Well, the thing is, it
makes me feel old when I say that. I'm like,
we're older.
Platform sucks.
We're older, but I will tell you the trick is. Instagram is a tool that is great for everyone because you can cross, and I would say it just like for us, like you can cross post onto Facebook and onto TikTok through Instagram.
True.
So
it's all meta, I guess.
So if you're fucking like what Harrison's saying and what even us older guys are saying, TikTok's a pain in the ass to deal with. I ain't even fucking touching Snapchat. You can kiss my ass. And then you got Facebook that's an algorithm and a half to deal with. Really, the one in the middle that's kind of trying to draw all this shit together that I need to get better on.
Parler
is fucking Instagram. What's Parler? Is that some gay shit?
Nah, dude. Nah. Don't even Google that shit.
Yeah. Oh fuck, dude.
Don't even Google that shit.
But I will say for the younger crowd, the older crowd, the middle crowd, Instagram will post your reel to TikTok. It'll post it to fucking Facebook. It'll post it to your story. Like, so Instagram's pretty helpful. So if you're as an artist, that's a little bit of advice that I've found in trying to promote our show to help you out a little bit. You can kind of kill some birds with one stone by just using Instagram. You kind of have to do it twice, and there's some janky ass shit you got to deal with, but it does work.
But most platforms are Harrison Steele with an E on Steele.
Yep, Steele.
So you can find them on Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram, and then I would say any music platform.
What is the best one for you, though? What is the one that, what should we direct them at?
Oh, Spotify or Apple Music, I would say are the main two. But
that's the one I've been listening to you on Apple Music.
Yeah, it's on any any music platform. It's on everything.
Like and subscribe to all those platforms.
Should be. And then I'm about to drop a acoustic album of my second album, Love Over Fear. I've done an acoustic version of it. So all the songs are all stripped back, so you can really hear the vocals and hear the lyrics and all that for people who want to.
Oh yeah.
So are you planning to stay a single artist forever? Are you going to maybe go back to the band thing? Is there just like, is there a plan, or we'll just see what happens, or like, what do you think?
I don't know. If I was to go back to a band, it would have to be, I would have to create a band that just wanted to play my original stuff.
Yeah, you would have to
follow the leader.
Well, I mean, in the other band, you had two.
It was two leaders. There's two leaders. So it would be like Jack Johnson. Like, he tours as Jack Johnson, but he has a band with him that play all of his songs.
You could do the Dave Matthews band,
and he gets to lead that band.
And he leads it. I don't think it would be like the Harrison Steele band or the Harrison Steele Experience.
I feel like that's a cop out always. Can you just name the band?
I think I would just be.
Well, it depends, man. If they following you, it's your band. It's Harrison Steele.
Yeah, but still, it's whack.
You think I should have a band name?
Yeah, whole band name. I think the Dave Matthews band is a band that I love. But the Dave
you don't like the name, though?
I don't like the fact that it's the Dave Matthews band.
But like,
you don't like Dave Matthews?
I don't really care for Dave Matthews. But
a lot of people don't. But I don't like that. I don't like when you're called in the Silver Bullet Band. What is it? What was that?
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger. We're the Silver Bullet Band.
Well, so look, dude.
You're not above our band, bro.
I look at it like this. I look at it like this. Like, am I the leader of my band? If so, then my name's on it.
So I'm getting paid more than you, and fuck you.
If I'm writing everything, I'm doing that. If I'm hiring everybody at $100
I guess the dynamics of all of that do come into play.
Shit changes, man.
But still, I always thought as a music connoisseur and listening to music, that like it was pretentious when your band was named.
I always felt like that.
I always thought so too.
I always thought it was pretentious when you were Dave Matthews Band and the whatevers, or you were this and the whatevers.
Either
like just name the fucking band one name,
or just go by your name,
or just go by your name and they're just your backup band,
right?
Yeah, they don't have a band.
Because I'm thinking of like I
still think Moore's Day and the Time got fucked as the behind Prince.
Like some of the main the bands I list. I'm trying to think like Jack Johnson. He doesn't go by Jack Johnson and the band.
Yeah, Ben Harper doesn't do that shit either.
Or like Noah Kahn, who I just saw. He had a whole band with him, but it's just Noah Kahn.
Yeah, he doesn't say I'm Noah Kahn and these are the fuck faces.
Yeah, right. Noah Kahn and the
whatever.
I always thought it was a heavier nod of respect to be like, my band is my band, and they call it that.
Well, I feel like in every concert, in every show, you always give the band the respect by introducing them and letting them do a little solo and all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
but to me, it really felt pretentious as a person who absorb music when a band was named this guy in the band.
Yeah, I never liked that either.
I didn't like it for some reason.
So if I have a band, I'm probably just gonna go by Harrison Steele because it sounds kind of like a band name, anyways. I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or people are always like, "Man, you have a stage name like it was meant to be," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I gotta use it." You know?
do. And and everybody, as we getting close to wrap this up. Give me my fucking camera, man. What the fuck is this?
Man, look, dude, I'm sucking at this right now. I'm not getting it, man.
This finna be my job next week.
Catching ghosts still.
If you think you can do it, man, I thought I could do it. This hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can hit a red button like you would not fucking believe.
You got Casper up in there yet?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to fade him out. Just a little.
Oh, see, you hit the wrong. You don't even know the buttons.
I don't even know my buttons.
Can you fade me between you again?
But
see, that's what I thought it was sent.
Can you fade me?
You gotta hit that button. You gotta hit that weird button.
Oh, I gotta hit that one. And then we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Shit.
There we go. See?
All in the same shot.
Now we're all in there.
It's ghostly in this
like
motherfucker.
Twilight.
You see us all just But anyway, hey, thanks for bearing with us for episode 45. Harrison Steele's got music out on all platforms. Check him out on Instagram and Facebook. I'm not gonna lie to you, the guy is a great singer and a great puts on a great show. I mean, he's already getting hired. He don't need me to tell you to get hired, but pay him an extra G. Man, the man's worth it.
Yeah, man.
And give him that spotlight.
Yeah.
Can you hit the button?
Thank you.
The white one. Jesus,
man,
this motherfucker.
I got new music coming out too.
Yeah, pimp it all.
This year,
we get the camera changed. I knew at the end of the show it was going to be a shit.
Well, you had me move the switch.
Well, I knew you would do fine until the end.
I forgot to mention that. I mean, I am doing an acoustic album of one of my previous albums, but I'm also working on some new singles. So,
all right.
Well, look out for that.
And hope to have some new music out this year.
Follow him on all the platforms you follow. Like literally, go to all the platforms and follow them. Go to Spotify. Go to
It all
Apple
helps,
Music.
man. It all helps.
It really all
does.
helps. And sometimes like the algorithm hits you and you'll see the music the right time on that platform. So follow us and all of them on all platforms. Again, we're pushing for 420 subscriptions by
420.
by the 50. So just out of dumb pure luck on this show.
Yeah, it happened that way.
We're close to 420 subscriptions on YouTube. Our 52nd show films on April 11th. That means that it will come out on April 20th, the following Thursday.
Okay.
So we're trying to
special
get.
420
So we're
episode.
trying to get to, and then we're going to do that episode with just me, Aaron, and John.
Okay.
That'll just be the show's episode, a recap of our first year.
Nice.
But we would love your help to help us get to 420.
Oh
subscriptions
yeah, man! I'll
by
be
then.
sharing it for sure.
Right.
And look out for this episode next Thursday and fucking Fat Tuesday today. Let's go drink.
Woo!
Fat Tuesday.
Thanks.
Me and John had some badass Cajun food at Pig In, Pig Out.
Oh, and
Give him a
and
shout.
we'll pimp a little bit of the Hog Swaller. Stop in Hog Swaller. What's the
Ooh.
name of that place?
What the fuck did you say?
Rail flippers.
Rail Hoppers. Oh my God, this
Shout-
guy's name. Yeah, fuck.
Shout out to Pig In, Pig Out Barbecue, man. That's
Dude.
the best in the city, right
It's-
there.
it's-
It is
pretty
fucking
dope.
good. It
most
is
people,
fucking good.
most people don't know that. They're like, where is it? Off of 13th and Mosley? I don't go over there. I'm like, yeah, you know it's good because it's
Oh,
like in a
God.
sketchy part of town.
Just
Well,
open
my-
up your
well,
nose, man. Smell it. Follow your nose.
One of my PK Pest Management, and if you need anything for pest control, hit up PK Pest Management. But
Cockroaches, spiders, ex-girlfriends.
anything, yeah, dude, I'll spray that bitch right in the face. She'll leave. She'll
damn
leave.
right.
That bitch will leave. I swear it.
She be dead inside 4 blocks.
Nobody likes a pump sprayer of chemicals in your face.
That's right. That's right.
She'll leave.
Sure.
That bitch will leave.
She'll
I know-
leave you alone.
I know one that's taking all your money. Maybe
Take that, leave me alone.
But
Before this goes south, we need to play that theme song.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Aaron and Austin made a show. It's fucking awesome. If you like fun, then you know where to go. The Aaron and Austin Show.
get the fuck out of here.
Hey, say hello to your mother for me, all right?